Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, Matt, 180. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, they run with Michel. And an alley to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Michel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's going to rifle one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
180. Cut.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Miami.
180. Mike 51. Let's go one more. Bang, 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 bang.
This is Michel on the counter. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A throw over the middle taken in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
He's coming.
First down, Dolphins.
Under 10, 10. Kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike, 50.
On second and 11 now. Rosen. He completes this to Sutton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
80. Check 3.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On third down, Rosen. Open man is QT, complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run on first down. Michel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Miami.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
With the score, Dolphins 3, Jets 0.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Under. Quarter. Hug. Check the backer. Here we go. Tighten up. Wide.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A first down screen pass, good for 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 36.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Sony Michel, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. He gets this to Davante Adams.
Trubisky's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got Adams on the hookup. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come on. 180. 52. Coming for you. Get out.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
What's the run? They're running it.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Let's go, defense.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. He finds his target, Fuller. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. Alpha. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Trubisky going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, Delta. Check.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Dolphins 10, Jets 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, exit.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
That's taken on the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That's good. First down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
On first down, Michelle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Complete. Smith has it. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
SOS.
Lock in. 26. Slew draw corkers. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky stepping up. He's going to keep it. And an alley to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Sit up. 180.
29.
Watch the run.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
It's a party now. Ran, top.
On first down, Trubisky. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. The Dolphins 29-yard line.
Ran, up.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the 29, Trubisky buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
7-yard gain. And the Jets, first down. First and 10.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. It's caught by Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
180, 18.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, orbit.
I'm coming after you. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
From the shotgun is Trubisky.
65.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
That's it, baby.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
21. Dolphins 10. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Michel. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. To throw is Rosen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now Trubisky. And that's caught by Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and goal to go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Trubisky will throw. Dance it. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Jets 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. They go play action. It's Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
It's caught. Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Hey, alert, alert.
On second down and 4, Rosen. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Second and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's it. Big hit.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Go.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
180.
29. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On third down, Grant. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Safe.
Once again with Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and